Hey, YouTubers. Okay, so guess what came in the mail today? Another package. Okay, so I have my Aunt Sherry, my grandma Pat, and my grandpa in here who are going to react. I'm not going to put them on the video unless they're okay with it, but Baxi is playing with, can I get this without getting grandpa? My hair is covering his face perfect. Baxi, if we do this, you can't see him at all. You can only see Bax. Baxi, is Aunt Sherry playing with you? So Aunt Sherry got him a rainbow thing that goes with our theme. I think she was looking for angel wings for him, and that's why she was at Walmart.
Grocery shopping.
Okay, and she also was looking for piñatas for the party, but I ordered them already, so. Okay, guys. It is my Angel Men suspenders and bow ties. They're going to be wearing the rainbow suspenders and bow ties. And I have 3 of them because I'm going to have 3 male angels, 3 female angels, and 1 transgender. Just kidding. A child. My niece, hopefully. If not, I need a backup little girl, basically. But I have lots of friends with little daughters, and I'm close to them, but not as close as I am to my niece, Maya. So we will see. So that is all that was in there today, guys. Just the suspenders. So this is going to be a very short one. I was thinking there's going to be other stuff in there. It is by the company Two Brothers Unlimited. They are in Murrieta, California. And it was made in China. So China for the win again. They are called adult suspenders. I'm going to open one up so we can at least make this a little longer. And then I'll talk to you a little bit about my New Eve celebration just because otherwise this is literally my record-breaking shortest video ever at 1 minute and 47 seconds. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is kind of a lame opening. I should have waited till I got more stuff, but it just came today, and I wanted to open it up for you. Okay, so what is it? What just fell? Something fell. What is this? I don't know. Oh, here it is. The bow tie fell. Okay, so it looks like it's got a little snap on the back. So it just goes. This is actually kind of tight. Ow. Okay, I don't like this. There's got to be a way to adjust it. This is painful. Okay, there is. Thank God. Okay, so for those with fatter necks than mine. Okay, let's see how loose this goes. Okay, so it comes out pretty far. Okay. Okay, and then the suspenders, which I will put on. You're welcome. Okay. I've never worn suspenders before. Full disclosure, this will be my first time. Okay. I am a suspenders virgin. Okay. How do you wear these? Am I doing this right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me clip the back. Hang on. She's taking photos of this. It's stuck. Okay. So let me do the little claw thingy back here.
Goes well with those pants.
No. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, I'm supposed to put it on the clip, not the that. Okay. Yeah, the little claw thingy first. Okay, hang on. Let me tuck my pants in. And my jammies. I feel like Steve Urkel right now. Okay. What up, guys? How do they look? Tell me in the comments. Okay. Alright, guys. So I will wear this and then continue my story. I'm going to cover up. Because I feel like this is accentuating things I don't want accentuated on YouTube. Okay. Alright. So, let's see here. New Eve celebration. Oh, I can show you guys. I finished the invitations today and hand-delivered them. Since people have to RSVP to dinner by Saturday. So that way I can get Chill in, my caterer in Cudahy, a final count. So I will tell you, it says, save the date for Chelsea's 37th birthday beach Garden of Eden project camping trip. Now that I'm reading this after the week of like trying to throw this crap together, probably should have worded that something else. Okay, in Texas, it's It's going to be November 18th to 21st. So that is going to be our second Garden of Eden project camping trip. So the first one, it sounds like it's just going to be McCray, Bobby, and I. So we are going to, which is so I announced this on Facebook this week, but I've not told you guys yet. So for the Garden of Eden project, I hired a CFO and a CEO to alleviate all of the like drama that I don't want to deal with. So I told them that I am not a leader. I am a nurturer of leaders. So this is a fact. I had to do, it's called like God's greatest gift. So we're going to be doing that this weekend. So it's instead, since nobody has booked it, it's just going to be the three of us, and we're going to treat it as a work retreat and like a brainstorm session. Since I hired both of them, we're all on board with it. So McCray, and so basically all day today, Bobby was my bitch. And like I told him that I hired him like a few days ago, but I told him like this is his trial session. Like he needs, so like I told him he's gonna be in charge of inventory and like maintaining all of the equipment. And so I like all the camping equipment, and then eventually he's going to take over. So Bobby and McCray have both never been camping before. So we're going to get them camping this weekend so they can learn how to do that. And then they are required to go to one camping trip, whatever destination, globally or nationally they choose, a quarter. They're required to go to one a quarter to keep their skills fresh, to understand the business better, and to just like give me assistance because I can't do it by myself. So they're not coming on the same camping trip because that's overkill. So basically every other month, one of them, once a quarter, how am I wording this? Okay. One camping trip a quarter, one camping trip month, I will be doing solo. And then one camping trip month I will be doing with Bobby. And then another camping trip month I will be doing with McCray. So that way I'm not, and so so two I would be doing solo, right? Am I doing this math wise correctly? It would be four quarters, 3 times. Yeah, I did it right the first time. Okay, so essentially 4 camping trip months I would be doing by myself, and then 4 camping trip months I would be doing with the guys. So we all are going to be helping with this until we're making money. They both have part-time jobs now, and I am basically just living off of my Roth IRA money and my insurance money for my car. So, because the car that I purchased after my car accident, I don't know if I told you guys this, I said it in Facebook, but I had a car accident in August, I think it was September. When was my car accident? I don't even know now. I think it was September, because it was only like a month ago. It wasn't that long ago. So I had a car accident either the end of August or beginning of September. I think it was the end of August. Frick. I don't know. Whatever. While ago. And so, so I'm living off of that. And then I'm writing a novel, a TV series, and a children's book right now, and then trying to launch this business. So that is what's going on with that. And then, what else was I going to say? Yeah, okay, so the Garden of Eden project, let's get back to that. Okay, so basically the camping trip, so we're going to do that this weekend, the 3 of us, and then my aunt might come, some other people might come, but it's mostly just going to be a retreat for us for me to do all the photography and videography to get in the documentary style interviewing that I'm going to be doing for it, so that way I have marketing material to use for this birthday camping trip. So the actual launch is going to be my birthday weekend. So I'm very excited about that. I told the boys it would be nice if they came, but they are not required to come to Texas to do that because they have other jobs and stuff here, but this is technically their job too. So I kind of sternly said that they should go. And so we'll see. So we'll see what happens. Bobby, I've known since 2nd grade, and McCray, I have known since 8th grade. So I know them both pretty well. I didn't know Bobby very well in high school or my college years. But then we've reconnected since Facebook came out. I got Facebook my senior year of college. So I think we've been Facebook friends since my senior year of college, which has been about 2 decades. I'm that old, guys. Okay, so basically It's Chelsea Marie Stacks. My middle name's Marie, guys. New Eve celebration and farewell to Wisconsin party. So this is what like the front looks like. My design that I did. If you didn't know, I was a editor at a newspaper, the Kerrville Daily Times. I was special sections editor, so I designed all of the special sections. That's not all I did though. I was the editor, so I coordinated and assigned stories to freelancers and edited their work. Reporters edited their work. I was features editor for a few months too after ours left on top of my job. So I did all of the theater pages, the food pages, Savor, Spotlight with Sear. I'm trying to think. Faith was the religion section. There was 4 sections, and lifestyle, which was like everything. So I won an award for one of my magazine designs, so that was pretty cool for our business link. So we designed a magazine, a monthly magazine for our Chamber of Commerce. So I had to go to those meetings every month, and then basically I would write stories for all the special sections, and I helped launch a magazine from scratch. That was like their main reason for hiring me, was to help get this magazine started. So I got to help brainstorm the name and everything else, and I always wanted to make my own magazine. So part of the Garden Eden project is that our biggest marketing material is going to be a magazine, guys. So it's going to be a virtual magazine, but we talked about purchasing the old library here in Cudahy. It's been vacant for like 2 decades, and it's got a soft spot in all 3 of our hearts. So we have been doing, Rolero is another building here that was impactful to us as children, but we found out that it is $10,000 a month to rent it, which is freaking crazy. And they ripped the floor out, like the whole floor, like the whole Rolero floor. Like we were going to make it into ice skating and roller skating rink, which is what we were promised years ago in Cudahy, and then they just never did it. And then apparently they shut down Rolero during COVID, so it's been closed for a few years now. I think since the beginning of 2000 or 1999, not 2019, something like that. And sure, do you know when Rolero closed? Okay, so basically that's what we found out when we went to City Hall this week, Bobby and I. And then so the next thing was we were trying to figure out who owned the library and why that's been vacant for basically 2 decades. Has it been 2 decades? How long has that building been vacant, Aunt Sherry?
I don't know. I can see what the
Okay.
new library opened.
Because the new library, so apparently, like it needed a lot of renovations. Like the floor was, it's not in good shape. So basically, we're hoping it's not a lot of money because it's been vacant for 2 decades and because it apparently needs a lot of effing work. So we're hoping the 3 of us can take out a loan and make that into our headquarters. And then we're also going to probably turn it into a grocery store because Cudahy hasn't had one for a long time. But we're going to do like a Whole Foods type of grocery, like a healthy, natural one, with like locally sourced food from like local Wisconsin farms and stuff is what we're thinking. But we're going to make it healthy because Cudahy is in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most bars. And Bobby's dad was an alcoholic. Many people who I knew, who I went to grade school with and knew who went to the high school here and middle schools here, kids that I grew up with, a lot of their family members were alcoholics. And that's not a good thing, guys. That's not something to be proud of, to have the most bars in your city when it's not even that big of a city. That's not something to be proud of. That's actually like embarrassing and frightening. And I'm pissed that that's what this town is known for. Because I was born and raised here, and that just makes me angry. So, and it makes me angrier to know that we had a really cool, like, it seems like anytime we get anything good, like, it'd be cool if we had, like, a skate park. I don't think we do. Like, we have, like, so much potential. There's, like, a really cool park here. Like, there's so many different things, and it's just, like, nobody cares. And then, like, we like drove past like the Kmart, and Bobby's like telling me the history of what happened there and why it's no longer Sears and why it's out of business again. And I have fond memories of biking from my house to Kmart and buying Archie comics and bazooka gum. Like that was like my traditional thing that I did. And like I just like, it's like this like happy things about my childhood that I had. There are also a lot of bad things about my childhood because basically this town wants people to be drunk and angry all the time, I guess. I don't know. So like I've been frequenting the bars here to play pool and karaoke and not drink. Just I literally like I'm promoting it as an anti-drinking thing, which I'm not supposed to anyways because of my bond stipulations. But I've been trying to show that you can still have fun at a bar without drinking, and you can pay for the pool table, you can pay for the darts, you can pay for a Shirley Temple. I've been drinking tons of Shirley Temples in water and being the designated driver. So like it's possible, guys. You don't have to go. Like when I was here, I did the same thing. I would have a cranberry Malibu, which I have not been doing because I'm not supposed to be drinking tonight. But when I was in my 20s, I would go to City Lounge and I would have a cranberry Malibu. We were like really close to the DJ. We would text him whatever songs we wanted to hear and he would play them. So like that was like our spot. That was like our place. And so like I was always the designated driver. I always had just one cranberry Malibu, danced the night away, and then drove everybody home. So like, anyway, so there's that. But we're still trying to hi whoever's watching. So we're trying to figure that out. But okay, so back to this invitation. So it's going to be basically from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, October 22nd. And everybody needs to RSVP for dinner by this Saturday. And then this is the quote that I put on here, guys. So it says, "Why then," they asked, "did Moses command that a man give his wife a certificate of divorce and send her away?" Jesus replied, "Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your hearts were hard, but it was not this way from the beginning." Matthew 19, verse 6 to 9. "The man who hates and divorces his wife, says the Lord, the God of Israel, does violence to the one he should protect, says the Lord Almighty." Malachi 2, verse 16. So that is basically my statement of divorce and reason for this party. I have pictures from my wedding on here, but are just of me. And then I have pictures of the girls who stood up in my wedding and my two sisters-in-law, former sisters-in-law. I don't really know. I don't know the protocol for this. I told my nephew who's in college, who's Facebook friends with me, he can still call me Aunt Chelsea if he wants to, but if his family feels uncomfortable with it, then he doesn't have to. But like, I don't know. His freaking family has never accepted me. So I don't effing care. And before that, they didn't accept my sister-in-law, Stacy, for like 10 effing years. And then I came in the picture and they had a new person to hate. They literally bond over hatred for people, which is fucked up and not Christian. And they were raised by a pastor, which is embarrassing to their family, honestly. And I'm so glad that their wretched last name is no longer part of mine. Okay. So here's what the back says. "Please join me for my New Eve celebration and farewell Wisconsin party to help me start my life as a divorcee and rebirth to a new type of Christian, as I am no longer Lutheran. I will also be joining the Peace Corps or teaching ESL in Europe starting as soon as mid-January and moving abroad permanently after that. So I will be wishing Wisconsin farewell indefinitely. Feel free to come to whatever you'll be able to attend, or all of it." It should have said you'll be able to attend. The spelling and grammar errors I realized after not doing this. And Bobby edited this for me and he's clearly not good with grammar. Okay. All right. Okay. So 7 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. we are playing a 9-hole round of golf in memory of my dad, Mark, at Oak Hills Golf Course in Oak Creek. With me. And if they want to do 18 holes without me or book a tee time anytime between 7 and 4 and let them know that they're part of Chelsea's New Eve celebration, they should wear something purple in honor of pancreatic cancer, take photos and video, then send them to Chelsea via email, phone, or Facebook, or donate for a Cure to Purple Stride or a similar organization because my dad passed away 5 years ago from pancreatic cancer. And purple is their awareness color. 12 to 1 p.m. They're supposed to meet at Sheridan Park in Cudahy for a bike ride pilgrimage along Oakleaf Trail and bring their own bike, water bottle, and picnic lunch. From 1 to 2 p.m., they're supposed to hike and picnic at Seven Bridges in Cudahy along Oakleaf Trail. Then continue the bike ride pilgrimage to Grant Park Beach in South Milwaukee. Bring their own bike, water bottle, beverage of choice, and picnic lunch. 2 to 3:30, they're going to meet at Grant Park Beach in South Milwaukee for my full submersion christening into my new faith with Sister Nan. Then stay for family and friends photo shoot. It's actually not uncomfortable. Okay, I forgot I even had it on. Okay. And then They're supposed to bring their own beach towel or chairs, sand shovels, and pails, volleyball, food pantry items to donate to Project Concern. So, Sister Nan, her ministry, donates to local charities. So, Project Concern is one of the 3 local charities she told me that they donate to. And my grandma really likes Project Concern. She keeps bringing it up over and over and over again. So, we are going to be collecting donations for Project Concern at the party. Baxi, please be careful. Okay. 4 to 6 p.m. We're changing into formal attire and getting ready for banquet and ball at Oak Hills Golf Course in Oak Creek. 6 p.m. banquet catered by Inn of Cudahy with speeches and or Love on Chelsea talent show. If you would like to share a memory, sing, dance, speak, perform a play, roast, comedy skit, etc., please prepare something to share as a gift. 7 to 10 p.m. ball, cash bar, art gallery auction, and ice cream cake from Dairy Queen of St. Francis. Bring your own playlist for jukebox, money for auction and bar, etc. If you are unable to attend but would like to participate, talent show and christening will be live streamed on Facebook and guess what, guys? YouTube, so you get to watch it. Okay, you are welcome to email a submission for the talent show to be showed at the party. Okay, so basically, the thing I love about this party, guys, is like my like dream party. Okay, so like Oak Hills Golf Course, I learned how to golf there in high school. We went to Shoreland Lutheran High School in Summers, Kenosha area, and we took a bus to this place in Oak Creek to golf. When I walked in there, it's off season, and so he was like really excited. It was open and it was dirt cheap. So, and there's a jukebox that'll be playing up. So there's like a second, like a balcony on the top with a bar. And then downstairs, so that's where the music will be and the dancing in the bar. And then downstairs is a bar and then like a big like that's where dinner's gonna be. So we won't have to move chairs. People can stay downstairs and eat and listen to music and go to the bar, or they can come upstairs and dance and listen to music and go to the bar. So they have options. And the thing I love the most, guys, is because it's outside. Guess who gets to go? Baxi. So I'll be bringing his office stuff, so he'll be there, and I'll probably tether him somewhere and then take him for walks frequently. But I'm sure other people will be taking him for walks too. So I'm going to check with them to make sure it's pet friendly, and then I can tell people if they want, they can bring their pets and they can go upstairs. So, okay, so then Sheridan Park, that's where like we would see fireworks when I was like a kid. Our like family, our like school, our grade school would walk there from St. Paul's Cudahy. We would walk there and every year have it's called Field Day. It was like literally like Olympics for children, and like we would do obstacle courses and like all these other things. It was like I have fond memories of Field Day, guys. So I'm very excited to do that. And then my girlfriends Erica and Elaine and I would ride our bikes from one end of Oak Leaf Trail all the way to the other end of Oak Leaf Trail. And then we would stop at Grant Park Beach, which is where my christening is going to be. And we would sunbathe and we would swim. And then we would get on our bikes and we would ride to McDonald's right by Kmart. And we would have like our lunch. And then I would ride back home and they would ride back to their house. So that was like, we would do that probably once a month every summer for, we did that for like decades, like literally until I think even after when we were in college, we did it too, because they were both usually, only one of them went to school out of state. So yeah. So anyway, so this is 23 minutes. So I feel like I filled the time in pretty good and I gave you some information. So each box opening, I'm going to tell you more information about my faith, my new faith, and reveal a little bit more about that. And then reveal to you about my party a little bit more once you see like the stuff in there. So that's it, guys, for tonight. Have a good one. Later.